we miss you. And not get too behind with things and all that good stuff. And praise the Lord for good recital for Janelyn. Check. One more thing off the list. One of those big things you've been thinking about and maybe dreading for 4 years at least, and now it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
It's really nice to have those things in life behind you. The next one of those for me is dissertation.
Yay.
Check. Done. No, not yet. All right. We'll keep working on it. Anything for either of you to be praying for today?
Just staying motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's really hard currently.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything for you, Sarah? Just getting caught up with things and
Getting caught up.
yeah.
I've got some stuff, some other life stuff going on. So
Oh,
it's not
okay.
good.
All right. Let's pray. Lord, we thank you so much for each of these young ladies and just the joy they've been to teach and to get to know a little better this semester and for the progress that you've helped them to make in their percussion knowledge and skills as part of this class. And thank you so much for helping Janelyn with her recital and that is now behind her and she can look back with at least mostly positive memories probably on that and good advice for those that she'll teach as they prepare for performances as well. And I pray for her just for motivation and health and strength and to be able to finish the semester well and strong. And pray for Sarah that you continue to give her good health and the ability to catch up on things that she got behind on when she was dealing with other health issues earlier this semester. And just that she could end her semester strong. And Lord, for the issues that are going on that she mentioned right now, that you just work in those situations and work in her, lead her and guide her, give her your wisdom, give her your strength, and bring those issues together for your good and the good of Sarah and those that are involved. And I pray that you'd be with us in this class time today. And please help Andrew as he's not feeling well as today either. Just heal his body quickly and help him to be able to not get far behind on anything and be able to finish the semester strong and well and head into what you have for him next, Lord. I pray these things in Jesus' name, amen. All right, so let's go through as we're starting to get into the final exam portions of our weeks here. We mentioned last Friday that we would have the first of those this week, the timpani exam, instead of trying to fit it in after Thanksgiving break when you had no access to the instruments, which happened because they switched the number of weeks before and between things, and then last year it just fell there. And so in my feedbacks I got, don't put the temp exam after Thanksgiving. Okay, yeah, sorry, I should have noticed that. Anyway, Janelyn already said that she would like to do hers later this week. What about you, Sarah?
That would be helpful.
Okay. Wednesday during this time, would either of you be available?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe let's have Janelyn right at 1, and then we can have Sarah a few minutes after.
At 1 or at 2?
2, I'm sorry, at 2,
Yes.
yeah. You know what I meant.
Yes.
You can read my mind. Yeah, at 2. And then I'll just get with Andrew. You can let me know later what time works for you, and we'll go with that. I'm actually going to be in your lab band session on Friday. Dr. Cox has a event that he's going to. He'll be leading a band festival, I think it is. And so I get to be your kind of supervising the session person, whatever the proctor, I guess he called it. Give everybody feedback that's doing the directing and all that. So I always enjoy that opportunity when I have the chance. But so it'd be good to get these things taken care of early if we can, so Wednesday would be ideal. And we can really get you all three in it. Andrew, if that 2 o'clock hour on Wednesday works for you, we can easily get all 3 of you in. You'll just demonstrate piano to forte to piano timpani roll, and then play whichever exercise that you've chosen from the list in Canvas. So have either of you had any trouble finding that, or all set? Okay, excellent, excellent. And both of you, as I said in your feedback from your last video test, did an excellent job, and what gives people the most trouble. Just because they start it last and have the least time to work on it, and the grip is different from all the other instruments, but both of you have taken right to it, and I expect an incredible showing here on Wednesday. So, or at least plenty good. All right. Let's see. So practice time. Just put this off to the side. Sarah, I missed one of yours somehow, so let me see if we can get that figured out. I was just putting all the grades in and noticed I had one blank here.
There may have been one day when it was out 6.
Maybe. So I had yours for last week for week 11, but I didn't have the one from the week before that.
I think I was out that way. There was one week that we combined into 2 because it was.
That was the 2 weeks before that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So this would have been week 10, practice for week 10. Do you have that recorded anywhere that you could look up?
I do not, but I can try and look back.
Okay. Yeah, because I just have a blank in here for both of you ladies for that week, actually. You may have told me in an email, and then I forgot to write it down or something.
I think I did.
Okay.
I do remember that now. That
Okay.
made me wrap up.
So this is week 10 anyway that we're talking
What
about.
day was that?
Practice for week 10. What's that?
Do you know what day that would have been?
Oh, date. Let's see.
Was that last week?
So this is currently week 13, so
Mhm.
I'm taking week 12 practice time today. So last week I took week 11, the week before that, so it'd be like 2 weeks ago. So that would be,
Like 31st?
yeah, the 24th through the 31st, that week.
I have that email pulled up. I had 2:30 minutes.
2:30s, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, yep, got it. And,
Answer comments.
yeah,
I can tell you what I had for this week.
okay, sure.
I had 1:30 and 2:20s.
Okay. 2:20s, good.
Hey, you didn't email me about that. I got an email about weeks 8 and 9.
Okay, so I may have dropped the ball, I may have just forgotten
Okay.
to, I'm not sure.
I know it wasn't much that was missed last week.
Oh, yes,
So
that's
I
right.
think I got in like 2:30s.
Okay.
Because there was that one time that we did. Do you remember? 'Cause Yeah. we snuck in there.
Uh-huh.
Or was that on that Thursday after?
And then what
I don't
about
know.
for
But it was all jumbled.
week 11?
I got
or
1:30 and 1:15.
1:30 and 1:15, okay. All right, excellent. And Andrew's gonna send me his, and I should be all caught up. Well, let's review, as we think of these playing tests. So we have timpani this week, then we'll have a week off when we get back to just do other things. Then the last 2 weeks, the last full week of school will be mallets, and then the final exam day will be snare. So with mallets, there are 3 selections that I've listed in the syllabus. You'll just choose one of those, whichever you want, and prepare that. And then for the snare, it's the same as timpani. It's something you download out of Campus. All right. For mallets, you'll show me your muscle memory drill 3, and we'll go over that today. And then that'll be your technique. And then for snare, you'll show me 5 rudiments. And so let's just review the rudiments that we've learned. We started with single stroke roll. We're not going to count that one. That's just right, left, right, left, right, left. All right. So going beyond that, we had paradiddles. We had both the multiple bounce roll and the double bounce roll, and those 2 will both be on there, just so you know. So make sure and prepare those. Multiple bounce roll, you're playing from soft to loud to soft. So this type of thing. And then the double bounce roll, you're playing from slow to fast to slow, starting with where you're stroking out right, right, left, left, and then going faster until you're bouncing up and then coming back. So. And that one is, and I'll have a list of these for you too.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to write it down now.
Great.
I'll put a list of them in Canvas for you.
Okay.
But that one's the one that most people struggle with, so really practice that speed where you're going from stroking each of them out to bouncing them. let's review the paradiddles. Let's say the sticking pattern first of all. Ready, say. Right, left, right, left, left. All right, let's start slowly and gradually speed that up and then slow it down. Ready, go. Good. So now instead of right, left, left, we're going to think right flam, left, left flam, left. So we'll just start it with a flam. Right flam, left, right flam, right. Practice that slowly on your own, and I'll make sure you have it.
Whenever you say
Right flam,
it's
remember right flam starts with right up high. That's the main note. Yeah, that's it. Good. And then just remember to turn your hands over like we talked about. Uh-huh. Yeah. There you go.
It's hard because with the taps, don't you tap it like because you're switching? I'm gonna confuse people. So like whenever you do flam taps, so like you do the
Right flam, right, left flam, left. Yeah, that's not this. Yeah, this is more like the one we did last week where you switch after it. Yep. That's it. So this one is awkward for people, but just do it slowly and then gradually see if you can at least get to where you can speed it up a little and then slow it back down. I don't have any set tempos, but I just want to see you perform it correctly with good hand position and then speed up and slow down a little bit on each one to just show me kind of where your limits are in your coordination at this point. Okay? So I'll ask you both kinds of rolls and then two of the other options, and then I'll let you pick the last one. All right, so look for the list in Canvas. I'll probably just rate you guys when it's up there. I have a list there from other years, but I've changed the ones that are required, so I have to remake it. Okay, I used to do all like the 5-stroke row, sub-stroke row, all those type of things, and there's just too many things to choose from, and so we're paring it down a little so we can focus better on our preparation. All right, let's look at our objectives here for today. So first, we're going to demonstrate flam paradiddles with correct technique. Check, you did it, awesome. Improvise rhythm phrases and triple meter with rolls and flam rudiments. So we started doing that in our last class on Wednesday, and so we'll just do that again, get a little more familiar with that, and then that'll help get us ready for again reading those exercises in our books. We will also demonstrate dividing the beat evenly into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 while saying rhythm syllables, so our beat division drill. And we'll work through some exercises and burns 76 through 81 with correct technique, accuracy, and expression, of course. And finally, I have some time to play songs from Heritage 2 with proper technique, accuracy, and musical expression, because we always have to practice those, right? That's the way that I've found to just summarize good playing, basically. Your technique, it's accurate, and you're doing the musical expression. And we can focus on one of those at a time, but if you're just kind of saying, play well, then that's a specific way for your own objectives that you can say play well or sing well, as the case may be. Okay? All right, let's do our improvising. So, remember our rolls. We're using the microbeats, the do-da-dee for our roll bass. So just practice that feel. Practice both kinds of rolls on your own, first of all. Go ahead. Sarah, see if you can let those pinkies rest against your hand. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's do roll exercises with multiple bounce rolls. Excuse me. So I'll play 4 beats and then you echo me back. 1, 2, listening now. 4 measure phrase, and we'll echo. So either one of you want to volunteer to start? You can start? Okay. So do 2 different patterns like I just did, and then we'll go on to Sarah and you do 2 patterns. Okay? 2, ready, and go. Go ahead, Sarah. And make sure your hands are turned over. There you go. Okay, so for right now, we're doing do-da-dee, do-da-dee feel, and we're doing multiple bounce rolls.
Okay. Sorry.
Now that's not one, but it's creative use. I like that. I like the creativity. That would be like you're asking me about the Z's on the notes. That would be like putting Z's on notes, where you just smush one individual note. Now let's go ahead and do it more like it'd be a roll. So we'll have at least two buzz strokes and then something else. Excellent. Good. All right. Now let's do the same thing with open rolls. And let's speed it up a little bit. That'll actually help us on the open rolls to make it sound more like rolls. Da do da dee do da dee do do do. 1, 2, echo me. So that's the do da do da do da dee do. Okay, now this is supposed to be open rolls, so do the double bounce. Yeah, okay, try it again. All right, and then Janelyn, you're wanting to get a little bit of this thing going on again. Think just straight up and down. All right, let's do some flams now.
Never switch it like.
Oh, yeah, I should have probably done it like flam taps. That's what you guys are used to doing. There you go. And that's how you would play them if that echo. I was just kind of making up something, not thinking. All right, good. Now, let's make up something that has a flam and a roll in it. 1, 2, listening first. Whoops, let's keep going open rolls. Those seem to need more work for us, okay? What's that? Oh, the open roll?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody just stop and practice open rolls a little bit.
It's just hard, like I can hear the difference, but like I can't make my hands do the difference.
So let me just see what you have.
It's not fast.
Okay, so you need a little, yep, so you need a little bit more tension. So it's more of that speed. There you go. Yep. trying to do a roll on one of the microbeats, then we have to put two faster ones in instead of just
Okay.
doing one single one.
Yeah.
So it'll actually be our do to da to do. We'll be rolling on the divisions, or usually read as 16th notes. So let's try that pattern because we'll have that in our book. So it goes like this. So you're right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. It's quick 5-stroke rolls. Practice that on your own. Right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. Okay, so that you're not doing too quickly. You're doing one. You're doing right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Do right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, like that. That's it. Good. So in triple meter playing, if we have a roll just on one of the microbeats, then we put 2 roll strokes in real quick, so it's not just that just sound like a rhythm pattern. All right. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Burn 76. Now let's read some of these things that we've been improvising. That's right. You noticed. So we started by just having you echo, and then we started by having you improvise. That tells me if you're getting it. And then we go to notation here. Actually, before we do 76, let's do 73, I believe, is what has the exercises on that we were just practicing. We ended with this last time, but we didn't have time to really get that quick 5-stroke roll in. So look halfway down the page, well, the 4th line from the bottom, where you have an introduction, then a first strain, then a second strain, and they're set off with repeats. We're going to start on the second strain. Notice we have that page 73.
Yes, which line?
4 from the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, notice where there's a repeat dots there. Okay, so this would be right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, like that. Well, that thing that I just had you practice. Okay. Everybody, go ahead and just spend a minute and practice from there to the end of the page, and then we'll play it together. Hands turned over. Yeah. And then keep them firm enough that.
Okay, do I do?
So then on the longer rolls, it's yeah, because we're going to go faster in a second. So remember on the 8th note rolls, those are those do-to-do, do-to-do. On the anything longer than that, it's the do-da-dee for our roll bass. But we're going to speed it up a little bit. Do-da-dee, 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 do. So go. That type of thing. Okay? Practice it at that tempo. Okay, now you switch back to the other way. Right, left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right. And then when we get to these, we're just going to do that. So our microbeat rolls, division rolls is what we're doing. Okay, so let's play, and I know you're still practicing this, but just so we can kind of see the flow of it, let's do the last 4 lines with the second ending. And you are both more comfortable with closed rolls, so let's do it first with closed, and we'll come back and try it with open. 1, 2, ready, and go. Let's try the last 2 lines. And these can be flam taps in 6/8, right, right, left, left, right, that type of thing. 1, 2, Now, let's do the last 4 lines again. See if we can speed it up a little bit and do the open rolls. Make it sound like that. Do, 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 ready, go. Okay, so that's some tricky stuff. You can spend some time looking back over those. Look at 75. This is the rough. I believe I've taught you how to do a rough before. Have I? Or let me ask, have I taught you how to do a rough before?
Sounds familiar.
Okay. I may not have. I thought I addressed it once, but basically there's a drag and there's a rough. The drag is where you double bounce and hit. So it's like a flam that has 2 bounces instead of 1. A rough is where you're stroking those all out. Right, left, left. Or you can have a 4-stroke rough or a 5-stroke rough. So that's more advanced drumming. We're not doing roughs in this class, but we are doing drags. So that'll be one of our, and maybe that's still to come next week. I was thinking I'd have taught you that already, but that may be next week's lesson. So drags will be the last one if we haven't gotten there. Sorry to confuse you. All right, let's just practice drags, just in case. So we're going to do like a flam, only let it double bounce. Let the grace note double bounce. Go ahead. Yeah, so let this one come from high and bounce, let this one come from low, or and snap off, let this one bounce. So think low to low on this one, high to high on this one. Yep, so let the low one double bounce. That's it. Excellent. Now try it here. These are called drags, yeah. Now you're doing a buzz, which we can do as well. That's another kind of drag, but right now we're doing the open drags. So start it low and just let it be a quick double bounce. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll look at notation for that and practice that more next time, but as long as we were talking about it, I wanted to at least introduce it to you. All right, look at page 76 and 77. This is just reviewing everything we've learned, only reading in 3/4 time, which for you guys, you don't need to practice. But we'll just treat it as a quick review of some things. We've been in triple meter feel for our rolls. This is a slower 3/4, so we'll feel it as 3 duple meter beats and use our dutatus for our roll bass. So let's start on line 8. And let's keep practicing our open rolls, because that seems to need more practice. 8 and 1. Ready, go. That makes sense? Practice that. Okay, so you're going half speed with your rolls. Yep, so the rolls are like 16 notes. The roll strokes, and then you double bounce in each one. Yeah, that's it. And then see if you can get open rolls. Okay, so our roll bass. Yeah, so open rolls are just the double bounces. Okay, closed rolls are the multiple bounces. Two terms that mean the same thing. So try to do a 9-stroke roll with open rolls, so double bounces. Like that. That's it. So that's what we're doing when we have the 9-stroke rolls. If we had the 5s, it would just be do-to-day or day-to-day. Do-to-day, do-to-day would be 2 rolls and a half. All right, so let's try again on line 8. 1, ready, go. So see where we are, page 76, line 8 there. One more time. And 1, ready, play. Ready, 9, and go. Okay, any questions about lines 9 or 10? Making sense? So we're just going back to the duple feeling rolls instead of triple ones now. Now, look at line 5 on 77. Now we'll have 5-stroke rolls. Do, 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 is how we'll feel that. Let's say the roll bass for that line one time. Ready, say. Do, day to do, day to do, day, do, day, do, day to do, day to do, day, do, day to do, day, do, day to do, day to do. Now let's play it with open rolls. 1 and ready, go. Okay, practice do that on your own. I'll come around and watch.
So now I'm like, okay.
One more time together. And 1, ready, go. Now we'll take a look at line 6. Now we have some of the do, day to rhythms in there as well as rolls. Ready, and play. Take a look on your own at line 7 and practice through that. Go ahead and practice through that one. Some top voice on the right here. Let's see. Right here. So do, day to do, day, do to day. Hit, roll, hit, roll, hit, hit. That's the roll bass, not put the roll in there in those two. Perfect, yeah, that's it. Let's try line 7. 1, ready, go. Keep going. Alright, take a look through 9. I know it's not perfect, but just making sure you know the idea of how to practice it. Still all 5s, except for now we have 9s again. Or mostly 5s, but we have some 9s mixed in there too. So all of our rolls are going to be the do to date to speed. It's just how many of them we do. Let's say roll bass for line 9. 1, ready, go. Do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day to do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day, do. Question? Or did you just get off? Okay, one more time. Ready, go. Do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day to do, day to do, day, do to day to do, day, do. Practice that on your own. Let's look at the last line. I'll let you come back and work on those on your own, as long as you understand how to practice them. That's the main thing.
It's just like, so I find this a little confusing.
the easier way, in my estimation, to think about it is just you roll for the length of time that the note is. So,
Right.
so you just do two roll strokes, because we're rolling on 16th notes here, right? So you do 2 on the 8th note rolls, and you do 4 on the quarter note rolls. And feeling it that's why I had you say roll bass, so that you just do that rhythm with your hands, but just do a roll stroke when it says instead of a hit stroke. But yes, you're exactly right. In open rolls, if you counted them all up really fast, that's how many it would be. Yeah.
It's just hard to like coordinate my hands to like sound the way I want it to sound.
That's why it takes practice.
Right.
But
So it's frustrating because
yes.
I'm like, da, 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 but I'm not.
And it's been
I'm
a while
not
since.
hitting on the left, like the way it's.
I know, I can't get like, if I'm starting on a roll.
So it says L-L. That means you're going to start your roll on a
You start and
left.
stop on the right or on the left. But then for whatever reason, I find it like that there's not time to move to the left. Like it's right, but I don't know. It feels
Quite
like
sure what you're saying, I guess.
So like
Show
for
me here.
example, on number 8.
Okay.
Like.
So it'll just be roll, hit, roll, hit. Do to day, do to
Okay.
day. So you might have been trying to do a 9 instead of a 5.
So this is a 9.
Yep, because do to day to do. What did everybody say? We counted all the double bounce hits. But again, the 5s and 9s and all that, that's just telling you how many times on an open roll your sticks are hitting the pad. That's a hard way to think about it because it's going by so fast. Just think about playing with the right roll bass and rolling on those notes, and it'll happen automatically. So that's why I'm having you go do to day, then just roll on the do to and hit the day, do to day. And then if you stopped it, put it in slow motion and count it out, yeah, there would be 5 strokes. But I'm trying to think, what did I that's not really how we think about it. We think of it in roll bass. Okay. It's just a way we label them, not think about them as much. Okay? Now look at 10. So all we're going to keep going when we get this dotted half note roll is we're going to just keep rolling for 3 whole beats of do to datas. Do to data, do to data, do to data, do. And then when we get to the other roll, it's going to be 4 beats of rolls and then a hit. So you're just kind of thinking your do to data, your division speed, your 16th note speed, and making your hands roll on that, and then the right number of hits will come out if you're using an open roll. Okay? All right, so let's play 10 together. Beat, data, ready, go. Did that make sense more that time? Or is there still something
I
confusing?
think so.
Okay. So again,
I just miscounted.
oh, okay. Yeah. So again, thinking roll bass for the whatever length that indicates with the note value. If it's 3 beats of roll bass, it's 3 of the do to datas that you're rolling on. It's 4, it's 4 of them. It's so like this would be 1, 2, 3. Do to data, do to data, do to data. Okay. Yep. And then just since we're practicing open rolls now, just do double bounces instead of multiple bounces. Sometimes it hits 1, sometimes it hits 3. It's fine. Just keep working for 2s. Like I say, it takes a while. All right. So if you're looking on, the 78 just has some syncopation rhythms, 79 some tie rhythms, and then the last 2 pages are different syncopation, and then throwing triplets and duplets and all that together. So we'll come back and just these are just kind of review rhythm. I know you know how to figure out those rhythms, so review rhythm syllables basically. But the 76 and 77 are a good review for your rolls. And you'll be using those types of rolls in your snare drum piece that you'll be picking up. Okay? Let's spend the last couple minutes on the mallets. So here's a book in case you didn't bring one. Do you have yours? Okay, excellent. And just grab a mallet instrument.